Hi everyone, it's about week 10 and this is the 2nd to the 8th of March. I just want to apologise for what I sound like. I've obviously come down with some sort of cold since coming back from Athens. It's just really, I don't know, blocked me up. It's just, I don't feel dreadful. I don't know. I thought it might be allergies first of all, but I think it is just a bit of a cold. Anyway, so it's been a week of me just catching up on scrapbooking and stuff like that. So this is week 10. And this was a week that I wanted to use the Day in the Life collection because when I was looking through the weeks of March, I want to use 2 weeks of a travel themed collection. And then I want to, when we get to the end of March, I'd like to use a spring collection. So I thought I'd use this one for the beginning of March because we didn't have loads going on this week anyway, so it sort of matched. But it is quite close to the February one. That I used in week 8. So I don't normally do them that close together, but it just happened this way. So yeah, we didn't do too much. As I said, it was just a bit of a chill week. I only had one day off this week, so I was just doing bits around work anyway. But I did have, I think I was working late on the Sunday or something like this. On a Monday, so I decided to stay up and watch the Oscars. I don't normally, but I knew that Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were performing on there, and I really wanted to watch those. In all honesty, I probably could have switched off after the performance because it was right at the beginning. I didn't really need to watch the rest, but I was intrigued about who was going to win certain awards. So I did watch up until about 2 a.m, I think, and it was fun to watch. I don't normally stay up for them sort of things. Joe tends to stay up for the NFL because obviously the time difference, but I don't, I've never really stayed up for anything like this, but I thought I would. So I just, I loved watching all the celebrities arrive and I love their dresses, so I just did a collage on my Canon selfie about which dresses I loved. So I just put 4 dresses that I really liked, and I love the colours that they had. And things like that, so I thought I'd include that. I'm just going to use a little stamp label that I can write a little bit, obviously, about staying up to watch the Oscars. The washi tape I'm using is just a plain green one. I couldn't find a green one that sort of matched the colours of this collection, the same sort of green, but was also a little bit busier. Because the collection's quite plain, it could have done with maybe a little bit of a busier washi tape, but I couldn't find the right sort of green, so I just settled with this one. There's not much left on it at all. I was hoping to use it up, there's still a little bit left. And yeah, I'm just going to use some of the stickers from the sticker sheet. I just like the one that says "You got this, girl," because obviously they're all women that I obviously printed off with the dresses. That was unintentional really, but a lot of the men just wear suits, like they're not as interesting as some of the dresses that come out. So yeah, and then the paper is just a cheap paper pad from The Works, and it's just nice pink hearts that went with the colours of this collection. The middle section, it was actually Pancake Day, and I thought that was quite late for Pancake Day, but it was Pancake Day, and I had bought some pancakes rather than, I really wanted sort of fluffier pancakes. I didn't want to make my own sort of crepe ones, so I bought some, and I bought some maple syrup and some chocolate chips, and I just had pancakes for breakfast on Pancake Day. I'm just going to use some of the stickers. It says like "to do" and the little flag just to go around there, and I'm going to use one of the journal cards. The thing about this collection is there's a lot of journal cards. I was 1 3x4 card down for this week, and I don't know why. I must have used it in another layout at some point, but out of the 6 that I had, or 5 that I had, 3 are journal cards. So yeah, there's a lot of space for journaling on this collection, so that's quite good actually, to be fair, because sometimes I forget to make myself a space for the journaling. The other photo that's going to go in the middle is a picture of Joe just on the computer. He was filling out some bits for the house move. So yeah, we're in that stage where we're doing a lot of paperwork and signing a lot of stuff, but we are still ongoing. There is not much movement at the moment. We don't have a date of completion, and we're still up in the air about certain things. So we're still going. But yeah, he was filling out some paperwork on the computer, and Moose does this thing where he just sits on your lap and then he climbs all over the keyboard. But this was before he climbed on the keyboard. It just looked quite cute because he was looking at me over Joe's shoulder on his lap. So I thought I'd include that one. And I like the little sticker that says "one day at a time," because we're literally just taking it one day at a time. It seems to be dragging on, but each day we're doing something. And then I'm going to use that card that says let's do this, which obviously is very, very, what's the word? It fits very nicely. So yeah, and then my only day off, I was going to work, but I didn't in the end because I did need a bit of a break. And we decided to go for a nice long walk to the neighbouring town in the morning because it was quite nice weather. It was sunny. So we walked along and we passed all these nice fields, and they actually had some of the sheep out. So I got a nice big picture of the fields and the sheep and the nice blue sky. So I'm going to put that down the bottom. I'm going to use one of the larger stickers that says create your own adventure. And yeah, that was pretty much what we did on that day. I could have actually worked. I felt a bit guilty actually because they did need someone at work, but I just really needed a break. I didn't have a very good weekend at work. There was quite a few things going on, and I just thought, I can't wait for my day off. So I tried not to feel guilty. I know I shouldn't feel guilty, it's my day off, but it's one of those things where you feel like, I could help out, but I don't want to, sort of thing. And I just had the day off instead. So we went for a nice long walk, and then I did some of my Alicante album. So I moved on to my Spain section, my Alicante part that we went to. We went to Alicante back in March 2024. So yeah, I'm just working through that one at the moment. And I'm enjoying it. It's a really nice little break to be able to scrapbook. I love the colours that I've picked. So yeah, it's one of those ones I always sort of feel like the smaller trips come together nicer for some reason. I don't know why, whereas the big trips I struggle with, and I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself for the big trips. I worry, like the wedding and Japan, I'm worried about not being able to make decisions. Whereas the little trips, I just seem to, get through them and don't make much choice. I just go, yep, do that, and then it works out. Whereas I feel like I question a lot of my decisions on the bigger albums. So we'll see, but I am on track to be hopefully doing my wedding album soon, which is the one I really wanted to do by the end of this year. And I think I should get there, just depending on the house and stuff like that. But I am impressed that I've managed to get this far so far. So yeah, so I'm just going to put a picture of me working on my Alicante album just in the bottom right. And I'm going to use one of the journal cards again to obviously write a little bit about my day off and just spending it just relaxing and taking a break, really. So yeah, that was the beginning of the week. As I said before in the last couple of Project Life layouts, I haven't really got much going on, to be honest. It does get busier. After this week, it does get busier because we go away and I've got quite a few plans. So it will get busier, but I appreciate that a lot of my Project Life, the last couple of weeks, I've literally just been at home doing random stuff around the house. But when I was showing the pictures to Joe about which ones I'm using for this week, he reiterated to me and obviously reminded me that it's the little things that you want to remember. So especially in the next layout that you'll see, there's a lot of stuff to do with like just mundane life things that one day we might not have, whether it's because we're in a different house or, animals don't last forever and, places that you go, stuff like that nothing lasts forever. So I just, it reminded me that it's the little things that count. It's not always that you have to have big things planned. It's just that I'm always busy. I'm always doing something. So when I'm not doing something outside the house, it feels like, it's boring. But actually, it's the little things that make up your life. So yeah, that's what I love about Project Life, is that you can put the big things against the little things and everything comes together. So I'm just going to stamp the date. So obviously this is the 2nd to the 8th of March. And I love using these like yearly collections. So I'm glad I've got to be able to use the March one. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll be back soon. Bye.